What's up, guys? We're going to do something a little bit different in this video, and I just got through reading this book here, Student of the Gun Instructor Development Manual by Paul Markel. I will leave a link to this book down in the description below. I'd heard about this book back when I'd actually seen the folks down at Tactical Response talking about it. And I had been wanting to pick it up for a while, never really got a chance to with everything going on. But finally I did. I got a copy of it. I ordered it on Amazon, got it in, and have just finished reading it and thought that I would take a few minutes to talk about it with you all. And you can see I do have some pages folded over. I've got some things highlighted in here. As I was going through, there were just quite a few tidbits of things that I thought were great that I wanted to just make sure that I highlighted, committed to memory, that sort of thing. And this is a book that is not just for firearms instructors. I think that this is a book that would serve a lot of folks very well, in teaching virtually any kind of a skill. This is not a book written by a classic literary author. This is a book written by someone who has experience, a significant amount of experience in the firearms world, and they have taken that experience and put it into a book talking about training, things that they have learned over the years, the changes of how training has done, the dangers of getting too focused on certain dogmas of training and things like that, the resistive nature of a lot of instructors to change and things like that. And overall, it's a really good book. I found it very informative. The section where it gets into the range exercises, it does talk about several different courses of fire and things like that in this book, and that was a very interesting section there. It did give some basic fundamental courses of fire, and one of the things that I really liked that the book focused on was that it tells you and emphasizes focusing on the fundamentals. That's something that the author did a very good job talking about, how that the fundamentals, regardless of anything else, that the fundamentals themselves do not change, that it is the fundamentals that you need to master. Okay, regardless of anything else, different techniques and things like that change, different training styles change, and there again, one of the things that kind of stuck into my head, I don't remember exactly where, but I did remember that I highlighted it here. One of the things that the author stated in the book was that if you take a class at a firearms training institution somewhere, several years later, if you go and take that same class again, and if it is not different, if everything is identical to what it was the first time, then obviously that school, that institution, that instructor course or whatever is not doing what it should, because it should innovate, it should assess the various techniques that it teaches. And basically it talks a lot about how that if a firearms instructor is a student first, and that is something that really caught my attention. And it's a good read. I found myself finishing this book just actually earlier today. When I would pick it up, go through a couple of chapters, and finally got through it today. Thought that I would come down here while it's still fresh on my mind and talk about it. You can kind of see here that it's been a little bit beat up from where I was thumbing through it and stuff like that. But it is just a good book. I wanted to come talk to you guys about it and share it with you all. I know that books are something that kind of gets left on the wayside these days, especially with all the technology that we have. And, it's a good thing to get up and read an actual physical book. I know there's a lot of people that will buy Kindle or things like that. I'm kind of old school. I like having a physical copy of a book in my hand. But again, guys, I will leave a link to this book down in the description if you're interested in it. It's a good little read, guys. Anyways, let me know if you have read this book. Also, if there are any other books out there that you have read recently that you think are great, drop those down in the comments below. I would love to hear what those are. Guys, thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel, and we'll see you next time.